He's always after the pizza. Bear as well. Beware of the bear. What the fuck? Magic just snuck up here. He grabbed pizza. Yes. Spicy. Bacon. Not good. You see, I only have to take my eyes off this for about a few seconds. And Magic sneaks in. He sneaks. He sneaks in. One time the cats are on the seat, on the left, on the right side, and they grabbed the pizza. They grabbed it right out in front of me. Put a little hole in there. Okay. He's sticking his paw in. Just playing. Health-wise, I'm still a little bit shaky. What the fuck? That's what they do. Do you have pizza often? What the? Oh. Crikey. You gotta give them pizza. Otherwise, they attack. I don't know what this pizza is called. I forgot. It's what do they call this? I don't know. Oh, Magic, get down. What the fuck? Get down. Very sneaky. Magic is the close the door there. Magic is the very sneaky. Very sneaky. Yeah, some spicy, meaty Manhattan pizza or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. Oh, what the? Yeah. Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers, my goodness. Yeah. He's a very kind of physique actor. Um, puzzling, puzzling why very physique actors are no longer. Mm. You're naughty, Mr. Bear. Yeah. Mm. Uh-oh. Get down. Get down. He's like a predator. So he sneaks up on. What's up there? Once they get a taste of something, they keep coming back. No, they don't. They're determined, persistently determined to get that pizza. Oh, those are gone black. Ah, God. It's okay. I exercise some of the weight off on this one. It's not that bad. What the bear? What the bear? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh, wait, sneaking up on stealth. Get there. It may explain something. Huh. Yeah. It may explain the character of I don't know, a cat's the markings, the colours. Um, yeah, it may be very difficult to explain the. Mm, mm, oh, oh. I'm going to grab. Just want to grab my drink. Um, Got to take the pizza with me. Otherwise, they'll grab it. Magic down. Oh. Oh. The thing is, I don't feel hungry. The thing is, I still feel hungry. The medication's doing something. Um, I mean, to go from 14 stone down to at least just within the 12 stone range. Magic, get down. Within a few, within a month or so. There's something about the medication. It's like a weight loss. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It snatches the body fat and takes it away. Eventually, I'm going to have to come off of it once my heart rate stabilizes. I'd have to come off it, and so I think artificially what it's doing. Magic, get down. Magic's the real sneakiest. He would grab the whole pizza if he could. He would grab the whole pizza. And would you touch it? Would you touch it if your cat had grabbed whole pizza and ran off with it? Yeah. It'd be dragged along the floor, the carpet hairs on it, and he's sneaking up again. Get down. Magic. Come down. Can't get the cats this whole pizza because they wouldn't agree with them. Some of the spices won't agree with them. I was thinking the well, what I was listening to the other day. I was thinking about the directional sound. I was thinking about something. Some films have some fairly good directional, and some have a little bit less kind of. The Towering Inferno, it's got very little kind of directional. Oh, Magic, will you please? He's doing it again. He's sneaking. He's getting closer. Get down. Magic, get down. Get down. Get down. Oh, he is sneaky. Magic would grab a whole pizza restaurant. You wouldn't see it again. Pizza restaurant there, and then suddenly it disappears. Magic grabbed it. I don't blame. It gets very, very boring meal. And they want something different. I understand that. Ugh. I could put the rest of this, give that to the foxes, I think. Those little things there. Put the rest in the fridge and I could heat it up. I can heat the rest up. I can't eat anymore. Okay. Right, back in a sec. Magic. Okay. What are you doing, Magic? Yeah, in the fridge. All they have to do is jump up and push the door forward, and then they got pizza. Mm. Oh, now, now, now. Oh. He's trying to grab the side dish, little side dish. Mr. Bear. Now, do you want to sip from the straw? Oh dear. I've still not put the thing on the CP200. Just wondering where I'm going to get I know where I'm going to get the source sound from. Um, oh dear. I bet you would like one of these, Bear, but no, there are too many hot spices on it. There are too many hot spices on it. You can have a sniff. You can have a sniff of Bear. But the spices won't agree with you. Oh. Just gonna go and try and see if I can sit down. Close the door to see if I can sit down. Yeah. Oh, have you got anything finished in the room? Are you confident the speakers would be okay? Lots of different soundtrack that have some very low bass that's equally mixed into the all the channels, including LFE. Um, 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 I mean, if there was any bass that was in the 20 or maybe 30 hertz range, has to be reproduced so that the idea is to feel it, not just hearing it slightly, but it takes a lot of sound pressure level to do it, to reproduce it without any distortion or any buzzing or rattle sound, so that you get a like playing a sine wave tone, so you get a pure fundamental tone. It's very difficult to achieve. Um, I was thinking if a sub was up front and it can only do a certain frequency range because of the room mode, and then you had another sub elsewhere in the room that knows it has a sensor on it. Once it goes up to us, once the first sub goes up to a certain level and a certain frequency where it can't really reproduce very well, the other sub takes over automatically. Yes, because electronically, the sub where it's located at, electronically to the amplifier, everything looks okay. Once you move a certain distance away from it, then the signal just drops down. It go at a certain frequency. You play one at certain sub bass frequency, it's a-okay. It's got very strong signal, um, and then you need something, a sensor, like a sensor within. Oh gosh, can't be a sensor in the room because it's going to pick everything else up. It'll pick everything else up. Mm, mm. Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah. There are small, little, tiny compromises. Um, I I don't know why. I mean, I don't purposely put a sub at the back of the room so it's near to the seat. Um, the room is just generally small, and there's I know that one sub at the back and one sub at the front, depending on which ones I use. It it The one at the back smoothens out bass response up to um, just under 30 hertz, up just under 30, up and then up, then through 40 hertz, through to 50 hertz, and then it peaks. And then it, I think it may peak a little bit in 60 and 78 hertz. Right, it peaks a little bit. That's easy to maintain and reduce that a little bit, but the other sub, the same one that's in the front is okay for 20 hertz. It's okay for 20 through to 30. Just when it gets near to 40 hertz, it starts dropping downward. And then, that's where it loses a lot of its energy. The energy is there, actually, but within the room, it just loses its energy slightly. I mean, there's no point boosting it. Um, the um, I don't, but I don't understand why a lot of people buy a lot of brand new subs that are very expensive, and they stick them all behind the seating. Um, I don't understand why they don't have them a little bit further back in the room. Um, because it's still gonna reproduce 40 hertz, maybe 40 hertz. It may not be very strong in the very low frequencies, because the other subs that they got up in front of the room would be sufficient. Um, I mean, I put a sub very close to the back of the seating. Oh, that was back in the 1990s. Um, a little JBL SB5 sub bass little speaker, little passive thing, which I could run on an act. I could run it on a separate amplifier, or anyway. I had that placed close to a sofa. Someone's reaction to it was more like it's like a back massage effect, like something getting massaged on the back. Um, I think in other ways it might have been a little bit exaggerated and a little bit. It would have been better if it was. Well, I only had the one SB5, so it would have probably been better if I had two of them, one on the front of the room and one at the back. But there wasn't much information around then, how many subs to place, and very very little RT, very little RT. I can't even say it. Yeah, real time analyzers, and um, those that were available were on very very few EQs that had a microphone on it, and you could plug in and see the frequency response within the room. But they were only half octave. They weren't third octave like some of the other models made for um, third octave use. I wouldn't say it's professional. I would just say um, other equipment where you had third octave. Um, the Technics that I had an RTA, but it was only half octave. It was only half octave. It was useful. I mean, um, mm, yeah. I mean, there are problems with, say, 20 hertz. You get a single sub, it says it could do all this and that. Yeah, blah blah blah. It's just like any other speaker at the end of the day. Um, you play 20 hertz sine wave. If you could take the driver, Mikhail, okay, and fit it so it attaches specifically to the wall, so the magnet itself is pretty coupled. The magnet is coupled with a wooden frame. You should get, like I say, you should get a slight, not a total like that, like me flexing my arm and doing that. That is a tremendous amount of vibration. You'd get something, you'd get a little bit, and then you just got to think, oh, it works. Okay, I've got to add another and another and another. So you build up the energy. Uh, it's not going to break the house down or bring the house crashing down, because that's like a different type of energy of you know, like earthquake sort of thing. That's a totally different sort of thing. Earthquakes are a total different thing from sub bass speakers. Um, but it's possible to make and to devise a way to, so you get mechanical feel. So the moment you turn on the soundtrack, you're feeling it, literally. It doesn't have to cost $1 million. Uh, oh dear. Oh my goodness, that guy's crazy. I think I think the guy in the 150 dB is most likely he's probably got too much of the his sub bass drivers. Um, I think the signal may be just way too high compared to, because he's got little speakers, but they're only dual 8 inches, and they can only take so much bass. They can only do so much until, yeah, I notice it can't do it anymore, and that's it. But his room is almost the same as mine. It's almost the same size. Um, he needs you. Your room is just a little bigger than my room. It's just a little bit. You need 15. You need 15s in the front of that room. But you couldn't actually fit the same speaker model that I'm using. I mean, it's not that large. Well, no, I mean, yeah, yeah, but okay, 2 months. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 no. Hmm. Which? Oh, yes. What Close Encounter? Which Close Encounter? They got lots of Laserdisc Close Encounter. They got Criterion, they got Standard Edition, they got, um, I think the AC3 version. That's the special edition version, I think, not the theatrical. Um, someone, I don't know, was rating the, Criterion Laserdisc Close Encounter. Is that the AC3? Okay. I know they got standard editions and Criterion Collection. Yes. Um, hmm. I'll have to, oh, I see. Yeah. Maybe some transfers are okay and some are not so okay. Um, hmm. Well, I have to reevaluate Star Trek Generations again on AC3 versus the DVD because the DVD is very, very weak in energy. Doesn't I'll have to do another reevaluation, compare dialogue level, and then compare dialogue. Even though even though one DVD is UK region, and so it's got the speed is four times faster. Um, I'll have to reevaluate the the actual scene passage of dialogue level to get it within, and then compare sound effects or music score to see if there's any kind of cheating going on, any some sort of manipulation or. Um, but I still stand by it. It's way better than the. It's just got way more dynamic range. Um, that maybe at times might be a little bit too much for taking sometimes because I gotta get things set up right. So, uh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think what draws people to thinking, "Oh, wow, that sounds great," is because the cinema has got speakers that are a lot larger than what you would have in the home, and you think, "Wow, that's great." Um, and some people try to, I don't know, recreate the experience in the home um, using smaller speakers. As long as they're very, as long as they can handle the bass range very well. But they're not going to do the same. They're not going to do it at the same level because you take those little speakers and you put them in a cinema auditorium. There's no way they're going to be able to reproduce that sound. Um, Take the cinema ones, put them in the home, literally as they are tuned up to that auditorium, and it might just be way overpowering. You got then readjust, and it's easy. It's easy with spin, easy with PA speakers. You can, I said, with a DSP, digital signal processing, you can change the crossover. You can make that speaker sound big, or you can make it sound very tiny. But you can't really take a small speaker and make it really sound big. It's got limitations in its bass range, and it's eh, yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, and they don't necessarily have to be extremely expensive. You get buy quite a lot of them that are very, very cheap, affordable. Um, but you gotta work it all out. You gotta work out the dimensions and think, oh yeah, how many 18s do I want for? It's very uncommon because 18s are usually reserved for subs that size, and now today they'd probably be customized, used for the screen channel and the subs as well. So, um, uh, hmm, I'm content with what I got, and um, I could tune the speakers. I can tune them anyway to get enough. There's some bass right in the Towering Inferno. Um, because I can hear it in the music school. Um, it's not a very strong signal because of the mixing techniques and such. And I find that some of the sound effects, such as explosions or such, within probably a 40 or 50, 60 hertz range. Um, whereas the music score, like, I know I can tweak my speakers. I had them tweaked, the bass cab. I had them tweaked at one time where it was providing a good kick within the 40 hertz range, a nice punch, uh, a jolt effect or something. I can't remember if I had the levels on the amplifier turned all the way up, and then I went into the DSP on the amplifier, or its DSP, and then put in some filters to reduce other frequencies because I knew there would be a little bit too much in front, sort of thing. Too, so I wanted to reduce them down a little bit, but it improved the range a little bit lower down, around 40 hertz or just below, or maybe 30. 30 sometimes might have a bit of a boom, too much boom, um, because of the room. I got a resident frequency in this room at 36 hertz, I think. It just generally peaks. Um, yeah, say Apollo 13 on the center channel, where they fire the launch escape tower, so it comes away from the rocket, it blasts away from the rocket, and it's got such an energy kick punch jolt when the launch, because it's got and then it just fires away from the Saturn V rocket, um, or, or something exaggerated like Captain Kirk in Star Trek 2, where he's walking through a corridor and he's walking down some steps, and then there's a door that opens up and he sees Mr. Spock. So he's just walking out the simulation room, and he's walking down. You feel the bump, bump, bump as he's walking down the steps. That's more or less how I remember it in 70 millimeter. The Empire had a very substantial weight to the footstep, the Foley. Um, um, there's another thing in a Star Wars movie where um, Obi-Wan Kenobi gets away from Anakin Skywalker, and then he's on the high ground, does a backflip because they're both fighting each other on these little hover things going over this lava. And then Obi-Wan he sees a chance to get off of it, does a backflip, and with the Foley as he lands on the side of the lava river, the river lava thing, you could feel the jolt somewhere within the 40 hertz range or so, like a oomph. It's a typical. Um, it's a typical cinematic kind of bass jolt sort of thing. But if you listen very carefully, or check the analyzer, the actual, you can see that. Oh yeah, there's a signal there. That's part of the Foley energy. You should be able to feel it smoothly. But if all the other bass is a little bit too high, you're not going to notice it. You wouldn't notice it. It'll go completely over your head, and you wouldn't even think it was there, and wouldn't even bother looking twice, or even curious, thinking, because I'm always aware of what sometimes energy they might be using in Foley, and you gotta get the idea of the THX is to reproduce literally all those fundamental frequencies, the little nuances, the little details. Um, um, like again in Apollo 13, where there's a nightmare sequence in the movie, and they're in the command module, the astronauts, and then they flip a switch. Um, that switch sound or such in the sound effects wise, it's got a bit of very low 40 hertz or somewhere around 40. It's pretty near. It's got a bit of a jolt, a bit of an energy to it, so that you feel it. Um, yeah, there's little things like that because I noticed it in the cinema even with analog soundtrack at the local because I saw it more times in analog soundtrack and only saw it once in DTS at the other cinema at Tower Park, um, in one of the larger auditoriums. Um, Because when you monitor real sound close up, like if I turn a light switch on and off, there's a bit of low frequency energy in it. It's not just a usually, you monitor it very closely if you put a microphone near to it and then see what it registers on the RTA. Um, mm, did it make everybody jump? Mm, yes, it's things like that. Things like that. That have got in nature or and then you yes, masking. If you designed the car so it's a little bit more like a room, I think you would then notice less bass in the car because the speakers, they're fitted in the doors and all the doors and that's joined. No, but they're all joined. They're all connected. The joint, the hinges are all connected to the rest of the vehicle. It's all coupled. all the speakers are coupled with the vehicle. So, it's I suppose it's like having a piano string, a piano wire, and you could put your finger on one end, get someone to make a note on it, you know, and then you can feel it, and then do something opposite of that, decouple, find a way to decouple it, and then you don't notice the vibration anymore because you've decoupled it away from the. But no, a vehicle's always um, you're always going to notice some, at certain frequencies. It's which frequencies. If I could indulge a friend and say, okay, you got a car, I've got some test tones here. Um, I would rather generate them, with a generator somehow, rig it in, which is not impossible, but it's a little bit awkward. There's no way you could just go into a car, unless it's got some sort of auxiliary input or something where you can connect it to an analyzer and then generate the tones to see. Yeah, but I prefer, yeah, 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 yeah. And then generate the low sine wave frequency tones to see which ones are felt in the car and which ones aren't, and keeping an eye on so you can see the signal going into the amplifier, so you can see the waveform or such, the voltage level, and then you realise it's partly the design of the speaker, where it might be specifically located, as well as you notice maybe some buzzing or rattle sound. Yeah. The car's gonna blow up. Yeah, yeah. Mm, mm. Depending on what crossover is used, what slope. What slope you use. I think it's also mentioned some of the 80 hertz bass in the THX WOW laser disc, things like punches and such. I'm not sure if it is mentioned. I do remember reading something about it. I probably still got it. Um, that information, I don't know where. It's in a folder or somewhere. It's in a folder. Um, 80 hertz. Mm, I could just, yeah, well, I can change my system, whatever I can change. Recently, I don't know what it is, but I do find the music for the Towering Inferno sometimes. I was just thinking, is it me or is it just the mix itself? It sounds very, very loudish. I mean, I could play, I can play cinematic level if I want to, but I don't want total cinematic level in the room in a close proximity because it can be. I was thinking, whoa, those HF horns, they sound very loud. Um, and oh, the fire engines when the when you see the fire engines go rolling around them. Wow, they sound very acoustically loud, like listening, watching fire trucks across the road from, not too far away from across the road. They would be very loud. Often, I would put my fingers in my ears if a fire engine were coming down the road or an ambulance, any type of siren, because you can't the level can't be controlled, but I could do that and give myself a bit of relief because the pitch is so loud. Um, I'm not sure if I could actually get a recording of a siren, ambulance, fire truck, um, that's been recorded, in a way. So, no one's gonna play no, I don't think anyone in their right mind will play it back at the same SPL level. No, no one it would bend your ears and probably do damage. Probably do. A what? Oh, no, only on the end. I see what you mean, I see what you mean. Um, on the opening title of Earthquake, he's credited on the opening titles. No, no, that's very, very yeah, maybe they had some music union, issue or something, but, yeah, I know which one. I got the DVD version, the Blu-ray, and the, 2nd edition release on Laserdisc, uh, which I've not played in quite a while. Not played that in quite a while. Oh, 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 Magic's been waiting outside the door. Yeah, he's been listening, waiting to. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there now. Just breadcrumbs. There's just breadcrumbs in there. Pop that out of the way, just so won't be in the way. Oh, oh, got slight pressure in my ears. Kind of like feels like being on an airplane. Oh, oh, it's so awkward to lean down. I'm gonna have to make. Oh, I have to make that switch a bit easy. Got to power everything on. Yeah, that stupid thing last night. That stupid thing. Bloody 75% speed on the fan. I got so fed up with it. I don't know. I don't know. I just got to find a day. I just got to get a switch. Give myself a little switch. Oh, thank you. Yeah, all I need is just a little tiny switch that I can turn on and off. And I'll take all this equipment off. Get the lid off this processor. Get inside it and put a little switch on that fan. And when that fan goes up to 75%, I know it's not legit. There's something not right there. I think the processor might be had a flaw when uploading the firmware, and it now and then it thinks it's too hot, and then increases the fan speed unnecessarily. Oh dear. Oh, let's see if my what's it cylinder is ready. The cylinder for the vacuum cleaner, because I had to clean a cylinder, the filter cylinder. It should be dry now. Yeah. Oh, magic, magic. Yeah. It's about 90% dry. Oh, where's the container? Magic, out the way. Out the way, Magic. Okay. Okay. That's back on. Out the way, Magic. He always gets in the way. Walking between my legs. Wow. This is ridiculous. I need a step ladder to turn the computer on. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'll just out the way, Magic. I'm going to step on your paws. Just vacuum that. Out the way, Magic. He's clumsy cat. Just vacuum this cat there. Oh, cat litter all over the floor. Magic. Oh, Mr. Magic. Oh, Mr. Magic. Okay, you little step ladder. Computer's up there. I should put the. Yeah. Okay. It's a secret switch. You're being fed, Magic. He gives that meow sound like he's not being fed. He's had some chicken. He had some chicken earlier. Bear had a little bit of chicken because Bear's got a lot of meat on him. Bear's very well built. And Magic, I've got to try and get protein. Got to get some protein and some weight onto him because he feels so frail. He seems so frail. Yes, I know. And you had a little bit of that pizza as well, you sneaky little tuxedo. Yes. Oh, I'm thinking about turning the levels up. Thinking about taking the levels up to maximum and putting some filters and putting some parametric. No, not parametric. Yeah, PEQ, parametric band filters in place. Not low pass and high pass filters, but put some parametric filters in place, and so they're get the um, oh yeah, let's do this little thing. It's a laser thing. Someone got me this laser thing, so it just basically moves a laser around so the cats can chase it. Um, they don't notice it as much sometimes. It depends on their mood, and then they notice it. Two different, three different speeds on it. But the principle of this laser in here is similar to a laser leveler, where when you turn it on, it kind of wobbles. If you shake it, it wobbles a little bit, and you use it for like a laser leveler with a horizontal or vertical grid uh, display, so you can get measurements, accuracy in measurements. It's similar, works on a similar principle that does. Um, oh, oh, yeah. Just fill this drink up. Meow. 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 Oh, I'll turn that light off. You're not in a room, you're using a light switch turned on. What's the point of having it turned on? Oh, oh, I feel a little bit dizzy. Oh, I feel a little bit dizzy. Sit down. Oh, yeah, I did about 10 minutes on my exercise bike tonight. I only did 10 minutes. Didn't try and do it too much. Um, but my coughing, the coughing that I had, is getting less and less now. Yeah, I'll just do a simulation cough. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So it's taken nearly just I think just a fraction, about 2 weeks or just over 2 weeks with the medication since I was released from hospital. So it's taken quite a while for that medication to cure my lung, to cure it. Oh, I didn't think it was going to clear. Um, but, gosh, I haven't taken my I haven't taken an ECG reading to see what my heart rate, my pulse rate. I haven't taken a reading to see what my pulse rate's like at. Um, I'm trying to be optimistic, to thinking it might come back to normal. Um, if I think I'm still poorly, um, in a couple of months, if I feel okay but feel poorly, I won't try to attempt going out on the bike, and I'm going to be a bit disappointed. I'm going to be a bit disappointed because I won't go. I wouldn't get far. I'm only going to get what? I probably wouldn't get near to the beach. It'd take about half hour to get down there. Takes about half hour to cycle down there, and I'm not going to get. I'm not if I'm not going to get that near, then with feeling with use my memory recall and say, usually I'll be feeling like this, but now I'm feeling like this, and I'm not even gonna, I'm not even gonna get anywhere near because I got to then cycle along the promenade for about 7 mile if I want to go up and down along it, which is 7 miles. I'm just not going to be able to. Great. I'll play it by ear and see how each week goes. But I'm slowly improving. I think slowly improving. Uh, um, oh dear. I can sleep easy now. Great. Uh, Occasionally I get this. I start sweating. I don't know why. Oh, doctors, they know. They know. But they don't want to tell you that they know why you're doing that. Uh, yeah. Oh, let's turn this stupid thing on. Uh, okay. Oh, Germany. Oh, oh, Germany. Oh, all right. Well, at least they have some use. So, yeah, there's got to be someone out there who wouldn't mind 12 speakers that they could certainly put to an okay usage. Uh, well, I'm gonna do some. I don't know. I'm not gonna watch a movie. I'm just analysing. I'm just say, or just go to some test tone generator, or just have a little tinker. Um, yeah. What day is it? Oh, okay, Saturday. Right. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'll try and lay off the pizza for tomorrow and cook something different, like a fish and some broccoli, and yeah, do something different tomorrow. Mm, yeah. Oh yeah, they do. They do. Uh, it's so weird, they want to eat ice cream sometimes. I've got an ice cream in the fridge that's cooling down, and so I'll just have some ice cream to cool down. That's okay. I'm not gaining any weight. The weight's coming off. Oh, damn, yes. Yes, I forget. I have to add shopping list, yogurt. Mm, um, I had something similar. A s a salad, a little salad dish in a plastic container. Yeah, mine does the same. And when I finish the ice cream, the Ben& and Jerry ice cream, I think it's Ben& and Jerry, the little tub, Magic sticks his head right into it. So the tub is stuck around his head, and he's going around right while he's still licking the ice cream inside. Oh, yeah. I got video where he's got the where it's stuck on his head. And they're so stupid to try and, because usually my other cat, Bear, comes in and then takes the the ice cream tub off of his head because he wants to lick what's and then he gets his Yes, yes. Good night, Mako, night. Good night. Okay. Mm. Cats and pizza. Oh, might as well turn this video off now.